Okay, real fast. Well, here's the plan, okay? We're gonna go through all the basics, because I know there's no tutorial on what the fuck is happening, and a lot of you guys are new. And there's no training, and I want to keep it that way. I want to keep it so that there's no training to get on the server. But the only way we do that is if we teach each other and we police each other. Number one, the only time you ever give anyone fucking morphine is if they're conscious and in severe pain. And you only need one shot of morphine every, like, 10 minutes. That's it. You do more than that, or if they're unconscious and you hit them with morphine, they're gonna be passed the fuck out, unconscious for, like, the next 10, 15 minutes. So if you get hit, immediate action is number one, check, find severe pain, try to keep conscious and treat myself. If I'm in severe pain, I'm gonna treat myself. If I'm not in severe pain, we're gonna get off the bullets first. Start bandaging your head and chest. If your head and chest are that good, then you bandage all the rest of your limbs. When your limbs are done bleeding, you will take the tourniquet off. If you leave the tourniquet off, you're gonna pass out from pain. You really need to be worrying about morphine and epi. Don't go stabbing people with these things because, like, it'll knock people out or it'll kill them with heart attacks, okay? Let the medics handle that stuff. The main reason why you carry them in your kit is so that when the medic gets to your body, he can use your stuff, okay? That's the main reason why you're carrying it. All you need to really know how to do is, if you're about to pass out from severe pain, morphine, if you're conscious. And then if you are bleeding, tourniquet first, then bandages, tourniquet off. CPR and stuff is pretty self-explanatory. You check the heart rate. If their heart rate's going, then you don't need to do CPR. If they have 0 heart rate, CPR, check pulse, CPR, check pulse until you get a pulse above 30, okay? If you check pulse while someone's doing CPR, they're gonna have a pulse of 30, because that's the CPR pulse, okay? Last thing, knowing what casualty is alive or dead. When you go and look at a body, if you can't carry it or drag it, they are dead. Okay?
Question, do we give, after the first CPR, do we give them epinephrine to bring up the heartbeat?
If you really aren't trying to get advanced with epi, the only time you stab someone with epi is when they're completely stable unconscious. And the reason to do that is because it will get their, it will wake them up faster. But the caveat to that is the epi increases the heart rate, right? So if their heart rate is already at 190 and you hit them with epi, he's gonna get a fucking heart attack, okay? So epi increases heart rate, morphine decreases heart rate. Check pulse before you administer and check pulse, check pain, check consciousness, okay? Alright, next thing, call and response. I know I got a few Milsim guys in here, and I know I got a couple new Milsim guys. If someone says something to you, you need to tell them that you've heard it, okay? Otherwise, like you see in my videos or other places where people are just fucking repeating themselves, it's because we aren't getting a response. I don't know if you hear me. There's guns going off, there's this fucking helicopter that's out here, like there's a whole bunch of shit going on. So sound off whenever you hear something. Next thing, platoon nets. All the nets are posted on that spreadsheet that you got the password for the server in. There's no excuse not to know what net you're on, or what net you should be on. They're all the same. So every time you're an Assassin 1-1, it's always 1-1-0. Every time you're an Assassin 1-2, it's always 1-2-0. All my leadership and pilots need to be on 0-3-0 long range at all times. All my pilots and JTAC need to be on 0-7-0 at all time. If you're a grunt, don't worry about those last 2 things I just said, okay?
Don't touch it.
Copy that.
Alright, what else? So long as you guys understand the medical system, and you understand how to communicate with one another, then everything will be okay. So when we step off, what you need to do now, in order to keep this server open and available for everyone to play, is teach the new people how to do these things. Because the last thing I think everyone here wants is to turn into some chaotic, no mic, fucking random bullshit server, right? So when you're out there, if you see someone who doesn't know what they're doing, maybe they take out a launcher, they don't know what they're doing, they're fumbling with their things, just teach them. Just teach them. And if you don't know what you're doing, ask. I will I will be so happy to help you and just tell you how to do something rather than watch you fuck around with your keybinds for 30 minutes while people are dying around you, okay? I'd rather just fucking teach you right then and there, all right? So just ask, hey, I don't know how to do this. Okay, boom, we can handle it right there. Don't be shy. Everyone here is going to help you. The thing that everyone hates is when no one fucking talks and no one fucking asks for help and it's just chaos, okay? So just fucking talk with one another for the love of God.
How do you apply for medic?
You don't even apply for medic. That's
be a
another
medic.
thing. When that's another that's one more thing. Hey, stop.
What the fuck?
Alright, so that's a kick. It's terrorized. Alright, stop. Hey, Ryan, where you at? Yeah, Ben T-E-A-R-I. It's handled. It's done. Anytime you have a problem, someone fucking someone mouths off to you, fucking cusses you out, does something stupid, just report it on the admin, okay? Report it in the help channel. Okay, it'll get handled real fast, okay?
And Discord, yeah.
In Discord. When you guys sign in, another thing that's going, you know how it took us like 2 hours to get that last whatever the fuck kind of assault on the West Coast done? What's gonna help a lot whenever you load in is you pay attention to what slot you're picking, okay? If you take a 1-1 infantry squad or slot, make sure you look for your 1-1 SL, okay? That way that way squads just get formed like boom, like that. Everyone knows what the fuck they're doing. Everyone knows what the fuck where the fuck they're going. Now sometimes that's not going to be the case because you know we have everyone that take infantry roles and no one wants to SL and then we have to mix match. We'll handle that when we handle it. But the more that you guys take the proper roles that are already in the server and you guys actually go out and look for your leader and for the other guys, because when you spawn in, it'll say, oh, this is Assassin 1-1, this is blah, blah, blah. Look for the guys with your tag and get grouped together, and the faster you guys can help each other rather than being told, right? Because you guys saw what happened today is I had to fucking run around and wrangle every single fucking person because everyone's just running around like crazy. So spread the responsibility out, help everyone out. The medic roles, the roles are important, okay? Don't take a medic role and go fucking hop in a Bradley.
If you're a fucking medic and you select the medic role, you're the only person who can stitch other medics and other people. So you're not on the front lines. You're behind everyone else.
Yeah, this is a realism server. My medics are important.
I heard a lot of information about the medical system. Is there some way to find out what you can do?
The TFAR information I told you guys, the medical information, it's literally all on that one page. I just need you guys to read, okay? Everyone just needs to look on that document. That one page. I try to put everything there because I know you guys don't fucking click on things.
You have to be a medic to stitch and get blood bags.
Yeah. So another thing is the other way we get around that, right, is with the medical vehicles, right? So the big Red Cross vehicles, if you get into that vehicle or even into that building, you see that medical building over there, you will be able to do everything a medic does. If your medic is dead, right, or unconscious, and you're a grunt and you need to wake your medic up, you call for hire and you say, hey, I need a Casevac, and Banshee will come in and try to pick up your dude, or they'll roll a vehicle, or you go back to the CCP or whatever the fuck. But if your medic passes out, you need to get him back to either another medic or to a medical vehicle or location, okay?
Quick question. How do we get whitelisted for vehicles?
So the way we're doing pilots and vehicles right now, we'll probably have a more fleshed out system of doing that. At this point in time, as you can see, we've got plenty of pilots. Armored vehicles, we give out a little bit more freely. We generally operate currently on a, you know, if you've been here for a little bit and we know how you play and we know you're not a, you know, fucking bonehead, we'll give you the perms, and then if you fuck up, we'll take them away. But we'll probably try to figure something else out. That's just an interim solution, right? The server's been up for like a week or two tops.
Yeah, first.
And, okay.
Jesus, a week and 2 and already halfway done.
Yeah. So, just a reminder, right? Everything here is based off of you guys helping each other and policing each other and reporting people and blah, 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 okay? That's the only way we're going to be able to get 100 fucking people in a 24 living liberation server that's got organic ops going 24/7, okay? All right, my leadership and guys come over here.
There's a way to script it.
Have a good one.
Your role that you selected after.
My leadership's pilots, and if you want to JTAC, or if you want leadership roles, or want to take, or have interest in any of that special hire shit, meet me in the briefing building and be quiet, okay?
I think you're coming as well.
Yep.
Did you catch that from us?
One at a
time. Take your time.
I'm not.
We'll see what happens.
That's fine. He already knows what he's doing. He just. All right, listen. So this is mainly for my SLs who are out there tonight. You guys did great. I know we got like a fucking half-baked plan and we fucking rolled out in like 10 seconds, but good job out there.
Sorry guys, do me a favor, take the conversation off the radio, please. Thank you.
No, he's talking to his squad, I'm assuming.
Oh.
Where the fuck was I?
Field hospital, please.
Good job tonight. Yeah, good job tonight. Pilots, good job. My JTACs, like, alright, so as you guys can see, leadership, just period. We need to be as explicit as possible from top to bottom, right? If I have a plan, I need to be able to explain exactly what pilot is flying which bird, which call sign, in what order to which LZ, okay? It needs to be very clear all the way top to bottom, because if it's unclear at the top, I guarantee you that fucking dude out there who's just sitting around with his rifle and just fucking waiting for orders, when it gets to him, by the time it gets to him, he has no idea what the fuck is going on. He doesn't know what bird he's getting in, he doesn't know where he's going. So at the very top, the planning from the very top down needs to be as explicit as possible. If you are ever confused, same thing like I told them out there with any mechanics, if you're ever confused with the plan or need clarification, I would much rather you ask the SL or the actual, hey, I'm unclear on this, could you clarify this for me? Because once we get out there, and as you can see even today when we got armored in the Chinook, and shit hits the fan and some crazy shit happens and I go down and my 2IC goes down and the JTAC goes down, like it all goes to shit. Everyone from the top down needs as much information as concise as possible. Right?
Yeah, I got you.
We don't need people memorizing a fucking whole op ord. They just need to know the very basics of what they're doing as specifically as possible. Okay?
Think air traffic control.
Yeah. That and then all SLs, right? I know I was wrangling a couple of you guys for the comms. If you're leadership and you're in first platoon, you are on 100. If you are in second platoon, which it does look like we're going to start running a second platoon here with 100 players, you are going to be on 200. Okay? For LR, that's short range. For LR, the entire company, leadership and pilots, should always be monitoring 030. Okay? Pilots and JTAC always need to be on 070. If these couple of important channels are not being monitored by my pilots or leadership, when we get out there and a bird takes off and I don't have comms with that bird because he's not on the right channel, it's going to take me 15 minutes to get that bird back on the right net to get the entire fucking company going again, right? So double check your nets. The nets are all on the board, right? And standardize it, right? Don't be using weird call signs. Don't be using weird nets. Just keep it the fucking same. That way everyone, when they log onto the server, knows exactly what to expect, and we can just fucking fly out of the base.
Karma, after we're done with this map, will there be a new map or?
Yes, we'll go to Takistan next. We're going Takistan next, okay?
Yeah, we should do one of the
Lithium.
maps.
Have you seen Lithium yet though, Karmakut?
I have seen Lithium, but the thing is we're running a lot of custom shit, so it's like we have a very specific map set unless we want to go making custom stuff. So we'll figure that out for maybe the next map.
For comms, I see that assassin units are on whatever assassin squad they're at. We have 030, 070. But what about when we get to like armor? Does Butcher have a specific like squad
Butcher
comms?
is always monitoring 030. Butcher's
That
usually
makes sense
called
for
for
long
over
range.
030 on the LR.
What about their short range?
It's still over LR. You can reach. It doesn't matter if.
Doesn't matter for their short range.
Yeah, it's all on company. If you're calling for Butcher, if Assassin 1's trying to reach Butcher, it's going to be over 030.
Makes sense.
Anything else?
Yeah, I like to say something. This is to any SLs or even Butcher. So you guys, every asset we take out on the server, not completely every asset, but most of the assets we're actually using costs us supplies. Either supplies, ammo, or fuel. I really encourage you to take care of those assets since mostly the most part of the time I'm the one working for those
A human
supplies.
being has to get these supplies. All these assets that we take out, it's not like they just get fucking spawned in. Someone's spending actual time to run the supplies to the base. So that means that...
Yeah, so whenever you
it's
take
like,
something out on the field, just keep in mind that actually cost me or probably some other guy time.
It costs a taxpayer's dollar. Looking for these supplies and
so
radios
just
may add to say, hey, you got extra
I will
supplies
appreciate
for this
if
town.
everyone here will take more care of their stuff.
Squad frequency.
And that's pretty much it. Thank you all.
When you're thinking about taking out an asset, make sure it fits the mission that you're doing. Earlier we had a Phantom Element taking out an MRAP. That's not a good idea. They should never be taking that out, for example. Just make sure the asset fits the mission.
An asset out yourself. You should be ordered to take an asset.
To a certain degree.
I mean, yeah, it depends. Yeah, you don't. Yeah, that's true. Like with squad, you know what I mean, with the vehicle claim
Also,
thing.
if you decide you're gonna take out an asset, make sure you're comfortable with that asset.
If it's an expensive asset, yes, of course. And we go back to the other thing, right? Let's say you want to try running a butcher, right? Like on this server, if you've been around and we kind of know your name, we're probably going to let you try. And if you have questions or you don't know how to use some of the systems, you better fucking ask, okay? Because if we see someone take out a linebacker and they don't know how to fucking lock air and they never ask, like you're losing your armor perms.
Speaking of which,
Jesus.
me and RC are going to be making an armor video at some point.
Yeah, there's a lot of community resources I'll be going up both on the Discord, and then I highly suggest that we start moving some stuff to the Reddit as well, just so that everyone can access it and it's pinned in it and people know where all that shit is. But we'll figure all that stuff out. I'm gonna restart the server, get ready to rejoin, okay?
Filthy Banshee. Fucking
No.
Banshee, bro.
Oh, shit,
You're wearing
Calm is
green,
dead.
but you're